Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chris and here we talk about business, candle making, and how to boss up. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can price your candles, and I'm going to be going through some examples on how I price mine. So let's get into it. All right. I know there is an elephant in the room, and I know I have been missing. There has been a lot going on in my life, and on top of that, I do still work a full-time job, and I've had some problems balancing my time. All right, so I know there's an elephant in the room. I know I've been missing, but there has been a lot going on in my life. On top of, I do still work a full-time job. I know I don't talk about it a lot, but it has been crazy, and I've been having a hard time balancing my time, but I am back and ready to cut these necks. No, I'm playing. But yeah, it's been a lot, girl. It's been a lot. But we about to get into these candles. We about to be getting into how you can price your candles. So let's get into it for real. First things first, how you price your candles, right? You have to count for your jars, your lids if you have them, your wicks, your wax, your warning labels, your labels, everything. And we know, we don't want to feel like we're taking advantage of people, but we also want to feel like we are getting what we feel our candles are worth. First and foremost, because all the blood, sweat, and tears that we put into these candles, all those sleepless nights, because our candles didn't smell like nothing, and we just needed answers and we couldn't find them. But now, now we finally found them. So now that we found them, we're going to account for the tears that were left into each candle. Okay? So now that we got all out of the way, we do need to account for our time and effort in each candle. That is into your price. Don't forget you, right? We started a business. You started this business, so you deserve to make some profit off of your time and effort outside of, what people feel. We don't care about what people feel right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna calculate each item, right? So for starters, I have a piece of paper right here because I have some notes. I don't want to miss anything. So for example, my jars cost $2.90 each. I feel that is a lot, but until I find some cheaper that reflect what I want for my company, I'm gonna have to, chalk that up. I'm gonna have to pay that price. My lids cost $1.10. I know, it's expensive. My wicks cost 21 cents. My warning labels cost 3 cents. My wick stickers cost 4 cents. My product labels cost 90 cents. And my wax per candle costs $1.69. First, okay? First, that is for the candle. I include other things with my candles. So that means tissue paper. My tissue paper is about 14 cents. My box I include into my price of my candle, which is 44 cents. And I include bags with my candles. And that equals 49 cents. Okay? Ringing it up. My candles cost a lot to make with a grand total of $8.10. How did I calculate my wax? Great question. So I order my wax from Candle Science and or California Candle Supply. It's in California, so the cost for shipping is a lot cheaper. And great thing, California Candle Supply lets you know how much your wax is per pound, right? Boom, got that. The price of the wax is $23.50. Boom, got that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how I calculated the price for my candle, because between each jar, I pour about 13 ounces of wax, which isn't a pound. Because per pound, it's like $2 and some shit, $2.10, I think. So let's get into it. So I take the total price of the wax, which is $23.50, and I divide that by 11 because it's 11 ounces. And that gives me $2.13. Okay? I go ahead and divide that $2.13 because that is per pound, and divide that by 16 because those are the ounces. Yeah. I divide $2.13 divided by 16 because that is the ounces, and I'm trying to get how much each ounce costs, right? So $2.13 divided by 16 equals 13 cents. Boom, 13 cents. 13 cents divided by 13, because that is the amount of wax that I put into each jar, which equals $1.69. That is how I got my price for the wax that I put into each jar that I used. That was a lot, and I ain't good at math. So if I got this wrong, y'all, I don't think I got it wrong, but let a player know. So, and that is the same thing that I do with my wicks, my warning labels, but luckily, websites like Candle Science, websites like California Candle Supply provide the per number, per one of each item that helps you calculate the entire price. So I would advise you to look at the websites that you purchase your things from and see if they give you a number of how much each item costs, or divide that by the number of items that you have. So if you get 100 wicks, divide that by the price of each wick. So $7.90 divided by 100 wicks will give you your price for each wick. So that is how I calculate the price of the candle. Okay, I go and divide each number of item by the price, or divide the price by each number of item. Okay, and that helps give me my total. If the websites that you used don't offer the individual cost for the item that you are purchasing, then you will have to do the math yourself by dividing the cost of the item and dividing it by the amount of whatever you bought is, and that will help give you your price for each item. This goes the same way for fragrance oil. It goes the same way for fragrance oil. So you're going to divide the ounces of fragrance oil by the amount of fragrance oil you put in each candle, right? So if you have 16 ounces of fragrance oil, you're going to divide that by, if you put 1.2 ounces, if you put 8 ounces, whatever you put into your candle, you're going to divide that, and it's going to give you a number of, one, how much fragrance oil will last you for each candle, but also it'll give you the price amount for your fragrance oil. I hope I didn't confuse y'all, because I was confused. I was stuck. I was like, oh, what is this? Math? But it's easier than you think. And I hope this helps you, figure out what, where you should go with figuring out the price for your candles, but also not to exclude this, right? So this is the cost of my candle. $8. I'm not going to sell my candle, or $8.10. I'm not going to sell my candle for $8.10 because I'm not going to make a profit. I'm pretty much just going to be selling my candle just to make my money back. I'm going to be selling this. I'm going to multiply that by 2. If I decide to sell my candles wholesale, that'll be 16, 20 cents. You know what I'm saying? That'll be wholesale. And then I'm actually going to divide this by 3, right? And, that's going to be the price. And I'm going to tax for my time and my effort. I will say, whatever you use to price your candles, look at the crowd, scope the room, see what other people are charging for their candles. And if you feel like, based on the size, based on what you're offering with your candle, whatever, and figure out if that is worth the same, lower, or higher of a price. And you need to determine that. What's your time and effort worth? I feel like mine is worth, a couple thousand, but I can't charge a couple thousand. But based on how much time it took me to figure out how to make these candles, based on how much time it takes me to make these candles and package these candles and print the label, everything comes into play. I also forgot to mention that I do have thank you cards with my products, and I do charge that into the full price of the item, period, because it's an experience. It's an experience on top of the time and effort that I do spend making these candles. And I hope this helps, because I know how frustrating it can be when trying to decide what you should price your candles. And you may have different sizes, you may have different jars, you may offer different things with your candles, and you need to add that into the price as well. You know, Bath and Body Works sells their candles for about $27. And these are homemade candles. Don't forget that. They're homemade candles, whether they're soy candles, beeswax candles, apricot candles. If you're making a candle that isn't full of toxins, or if you are, I do put a little bit of parasoy in my candles because I don't like how soy candles look after they dry. They don't look cute to me. So I do add a little parasoy to smoothen out the tops so they don't get that crusty look. But just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. But yes, I do hope this helps. I hope I made sense. If you have any questions, ask me them in the comments down below, or you can DM me on Instagram. I do answer my DMs. I'm not always on YouTube to answer questions, but I'm here for y'all. Let's get these businesses popping and let's stick together because we bossing up in 2020. Let's get it. You told me I could trust you. Don't die. I could really use it. Everybody need love, even niggas like me. You told me I could trust